custom NPCs and the more player models mod because they go hand in hand together, mainly because they were made by the same guy. But we're going to be showcasing them today. And today we're going to be starting with the tools that you're mainly going to be using, considering if you're using the custom NPCs mod, you might be using them for your role plays, considering they are mainly made to do, as well as with the more players models mod. You might be using that as well. So we're gonna start with the tools, and the main tools you're gonna be using are the mob cloner, the mounter, the NPC pather, the scripter, and the builder block. Now all of these are really good, but the main ones I'm gonna be showcasing that I know how to use at the moment are the probably gonna be the NPC wand, the mounter, the builder block, the scripter, and that's about it. Now to use the builder block, you might want to place it down, and it'll give you an entire list of the amount of things you're able to build. So you don't need to be an expert builder to build with the custom NPCs mod. You can make huge buildings like this without having to do any of the work. And you could select preview and you can go through any of these. You have a chapel, a church, a gate, guard towers if you're going for medieval. You could also have a mill, also medieval. You might want to use like the walls, the gates maybe if you're going to build like entire town. For the gate is gotta be the best looking one. You could have the NPCs build it through the job as a builder. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You could have it as a builder, as a job, and you could have them build it. Or if you just want to do it quick, which you're probably going to want to be able to do, you just got to select the finished, and it'll instantly do it. I would do it, but it would probably destroy my FPS, so I wouldn't be doing that. Now the NPC one, you're going to be using that for the main bulk of it. You're going to be using it to make your NPCs, which you will be able to interact with in many different ways, through roles, jobs, many different things. You could give them weapons, I could give them NPC sec, you could just make you can make your favorite YouTubers appear, have yourself appear, so that you don't have to wrestle them. You could have them as a puppet, you could do many different kinds of things. With the scripter, now you're going to be I don't know what the scripter does, but the mob cloner on the other hand, I know what that does completely. You're able to clone them, basically. You can clone them, and then you can paste them from your other worlds. Like I've got these guys, but for some reason they're not appearing. You could make your own NPCs. If I turn this to this, you're able to spawn them instead of having to go through the trouble of doing everything else. They just become normal mobs. For the mounter, you're able to mount your mobs actually. If you wanted to, you could go into your model, you could go into entity, you could make them, I don't know, you can make them a dragon, maybe, if you really wanted to. Pretty small dragon. Then you could mount your dragon for your roleplay, and you could figure out how to control it. I will not, however, today be showcasing how to mess around with the settings for these guys, but I'll do that some other video. Moving on, we've checked out the builder block, the mounter, and the NPC one, and can't forget the copier. We will now be moving on to the weapons. Now, most of the weapons are all the same, and like the guns, they're mainly all the same. The shurikens, they're just throwing basically. You can throw them. They will do damage. They won't do high amounts of damage, though. If you're in creative mode, you might want to do that. You can also, in other versions of this mod, you're able to pick them up, but in this one, it seems you can't. For the gun, all you gotta do is you just gotta pull it back until you hear the shoot sound, and you're able to fire. Ooh, that was a chance. You're able to fire it anywhere that you want. Maybe if you were in survival mode, nope, you are still unable to pick them up, but I'm sure in other versions of it you're able to. In the weapons category, there's still more weapons. Again, most of these are all the same. The guns do require bullets to work in survival mode, if you want to use them in survival mode. And the staffs also require to be charged up and fired. Now, the accuracy on these are not that good, but hey, they're alright. And if you were to fire them, they do damage. They explode on impact, and they kill most animals pretty fast. They kill most things pretty fast. One hit, I'd say. Almost one hit. And the weapons include the slingshot, which I believe require the cobblestone to work, as they fire stones. Not that far, though. They don't fire them pretty far. We've also got the reversed dagger and the bronze dagger. The only difference being that it looks different. In your hand, it looks pretty dumb. Not for the bronze dagger, though, but for the reverse dagger, it does look pretty cool, especially when you go like this and you crouch. For the other ones, there's no other ones. Most of the ones in here, as you can see, are not that plentiful. They seem to be like the same kind of deal, where it's just a normal weapon like the baseball bat and lead pipe, just different models. Now for the armor, there's many different things you could use here to roleplay. You could be doing a Fallout roleplay. You could be doing an airship roleplay, maybe commander roleplay. I don't know, whatever you want. Could also just be doing just like messing around in any roleplay. You could be a tuxedo. Could be a hitman or something. Could run around like this, carry around a lead pipe. Could be an assassin from Assassin's Creed. You could also do that for your roleplay. Does look pretty good. You can also put these on your NPCs. You can also do that, an assassin, as well as a ninja, which is pretty good. And if you're the ninja, it doesn't really grant you any abilities, it's just for cosmetic purposes. These are some of the misc blocks. There's blood, book, lamp, crates, weapon racks, pedestals, tombstones, candles, campfires, signs, chairs. Many different types of things that you can use in your roleplays. There's 3 different types of blood. It's like a wall splatter, floor splatter, like any splatter, but little scenarios that you can use these in. You could have a murder happen. You could have your chair, your lamp, your shelf, blood covering the walls. You could have your 2 NPCs lying here. There's many different types of NPC costumes. If you want to look, you can just go into textures. There's all these ones first of all, but if you go up, you can learn to see all of these. Ender Chibi, you can have these. Ender Ghost, Ender Chibi, you can have like Slender Man kind of a thing. You could have, go back up, you can have animals, the Grim Reaper. I don't know why he's an animal, but you know, you can have the Grim Reaper here. Get yourself a scythe. You could do some more role plays. So you could have murder, lamp, blood. You could also build a graveyard with the graves. You could have the NPC as a body. You could have the tombstones all broken, but with a fence around it. And then you could also have a little Sword in the Stone kind of thing. Tim Luke here is pulling that out. And you have all these different kinds of things in your roleplay. If you were to allow the dragon to roam, wandering, make it like 1,000 blocks, make it move like 1,000. Not gonna regret this at all. Pull out the mount before they start moving at the speed of sound. You can mount it. Nope, delete them. Could, oh shoot, alright, get ready for this. You could, let's see. You could, where is it? Stats, melee weapons, melee strength, 5. Oh, shoot. You could just mount them, and then when they start moving, it could look pretty cool. But if you found a way to make them move by your command, that'd be also pretty cool. Already moving pretty fast. You could also, for the More Players Models mod, you could press F12. You might want to go into your controls, though, and set that. But I set it to equals so that it wouldn't mess me up. You can select beards, claws, ears, fins, hair, horns, legs. For your legs, they're actually pretty. They actually move with how you walk. So if I were to select this, take off this real quick, you could be a centaur. The legs move pretty well. You could be a mermaid, which if you actually go into water, I do believe that it does move with the water, which is pretty cool. And you could set this up. There we go. If you got into the water and other things, the tail would actually swim, probably. In this 1.8 version, however, it does not. Too many slimes around here. It does not. And if you go back into the settings, you could also change out your legs to be whatever this is. You could be a centaur, not a centaur, what do you call them? A half goat, half human would be, I guess. But you could also be that, or you could just have no legs. You could just be no legs. You could just not. You could just refuse to have legs. Or you could just have your legs back. You could also have a mohawk for the apocalypse, I guess. But you can also just change how you look. You could just be a rabbit. Legs aren't moving for some reason, though. You could also be sheep, slime, skeleton. You could just be a skeleton. Just walk around. The skeleton actually carries items as well. So you could actually pretend to be a skeleton. If you and your friend got online, you could become a, I don't know, could become something that they won't probably attack, like a ocelot or something. Maybe that rabbit, silverfish, probably best. Could become a silverfish. Look around for them. You ready for that? You could also just become a pony. You could just become a pony for some reason, if you wanted to. I mean, why not? You could also become the dragon we were just looking at. You could just be a dragon for your role plays if you ever wanted to make some. You could be the NPC. Could be an NPC. Could be a creeper. NPC is pretty cool though. Could be Chris the NPC. You could be an Enderman, Endermite, horse, gas. or you could just go back to being the player or whatever. Reset player. You can also mess around with your scale. You could just be really, really, really tall, but then just have really short arms, and just be really tall. You could also just be like a pencil. Just be a pencil. Could just be. Could have a depth, no depth. Just do this. Really wide head. Or you know what? You could just have like a normal sized head, and then you could be. You could just be Slender Man, basically. You could just be Slender Man this way, or a really weird stick figure. With the More Players Models mod as well, you can also use kind of taunts, kinda, but they're more like, it's like little things that you can do. Dang it. You do have to manually put this back though, but hopefully in the newer ones they've added a reset for this part too. Body, legs, oh, here we go, legs. Can reset back. Perfect. Then you could also just have taunts. You could have a sitting, could sit. You can also just lie down. It's pretty good if you get out I don't know, like a bed. If you got out a bed, you could lie down on top of it without having to actually sleep and mess up how it looks. Have to, wrong way. You could go like this. Good enough, and you could break your neck. You could break your neck and just go into the bed and just never, could just snap it right off. Just break it. And get back up. Ah, shoot, it's raining. You could also, if you wanted to, you could also crawl. Unfortunately, though, this does not work for 1-block gaps. There's a later mod I will be reviewing that allows you to go through 1-block gaps, but this one does not. It just shows you as if you are going through it, unfortunately. And that seems to be it for this video for now. I will be reviewing the other aspects of this mod, the custom NPCs mod. We'll be reviewing that to show you how you can interact with their, like, all this, the AI, inventory, the dialogue, their jobs. Mainly on the dialogues and the quests, though. That's what I'll be mainly focusing on. And Kaya's oh god. Kaya's the Castle Knight will be. Kaya's the Sakura-chan will be ending us out here. Hello. And that is the end of my Minecraft video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Please comment down below what mods you'd like me to review, or something you'd like me to clarify for some of these mods in case you don't understand it. And that's the end of this Minecraft video, and, well, bye.